Hello, kings and queens. Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges. Take advantage of the opportunities and assistance aspecting you, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, this is a weekly update, so it's covering November the 14th, 2021 for your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday astrology. Now, before we get into the astrology, I want to announce it is my birthday. So happy birthday to me. Well, actually, my birthday is on Monday, which is probably when you'll be listening to this. So pick up my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition, and leave me a review. That would be a beautiful way for me to celebrate my birthday or bring it in by reading your reviews. In addition to that, Mental Chatter Musings is spotlighting none other than creative artisan Latoya Chandler. Check out one of her novels or even go over to her website, Treasures and Spoils, and grab one of her candles for a stocking stuffer. Speaking of stocking stuffers, have you checked out LaGill Hunt's Perfectly Fine Christmas yet? If not, take the opportunity to read and review or even buy it for one of your reading relatives or friends so they can have it for Christmas. It's a wonderful story. I'm actually reading it now. Now, as for the events this week, you can always dive into diverse shelves on Tuesdays and talk about the new releases that are out and about or that you have taken part in or maybe that you want to read. On Thursday, Cool Conversations with LaShira Lee is interviewing Kiana Dancy, author, comedian, and actress at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now that's on Thursday, November the 18th on Facebook Live, so definitely be there to check it out. I know I will. Freestyle Friday goes down every Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting. If you'd like to become a participant in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony Evans. She is the president of I See You Reading and Chatting Book Club on Facebook. Now that I've gotten all of the announcements out, let's go ahead and get into the astrology. Come back and meet me here at Enchantress Press Astrology on Wednesday for your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday astrology. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Taronic here with your astrology portion of your reading for the week of November 14th, 2021. Now, this is going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You can meet me back here at Enchantress Press Astrology for your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology. So let's get into it. If you're looking for Sunday, you can find that on my Facebook page, author Taronic. The only transit I want to go over for Sunday is the Juno transit, and that's because it's not only on Sunday, it actually goes throughout up through February the 1st, 2022. Juno will actually be in Capricorn. So Juno enters Capricorn, your area of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things that you're passionate about, even sex and intimacy at 0 degree. Remember, Juno is about partnerships and marriage, even commitments. This is where partners' motives can be revealed or they could become obvious to you. Hopefully no one is lying or cheating, but Juno can be about betrayal as well. Being this is your area of sex and intimacy, this can apply for you, definitely. Now, if you have placements within 0 to 3 degrees of the degree that I mentioned, or the sign that I mentioned, this is going to aspect you right off the rip, on Sunday. If not, it will get to you eventually as Juno travels through Capricorn until February 2022. So let's talk about it. Now, your sector of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things you're passionate about, even sex and intimacy, is blessed or receives blessings behind the scenes. If you have placements in Taurus or Virgo, your blessings come behind the scenes in home and family. You might have to work in your solitude for these blessings on your commitments and partnerships, especially with, sex and intimacy being aspected, but you can still feel blessings. The passion can be reignited in your marriage, partnerships, and things like that. So look to see if you have any placements in Taurus or Virgo in your chart. And you can be expecting that. If they're between 0 and 3 degrees, you can expect that now. You can get right to it. Your opportunities and assistance to garner money through career or to work for someone, create partnerships, working for someone, being of service to someone, keeping your commitments during your daily routines. All of this can garner you shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things that you're passionate about, even sex and intimacy during your daily routines. Small pets, keep your commitments to your small pets as well. And you can have the endings and new beginnings that you want there. Now, you could also have an opportunity to buy a small pet, and that's the commitment you're making. For your sectors of Aries and Libra, that's where the friction is, okay? That's where, it'll be hard times keeping your commitments, or you can find out somebody lied to you. Okay, so a friend lied to you. Someone within a social group lied to you. Whether they lied to you about something you're passionate about, whether they lied to you about sex and intimacy, whether they lied to you about shared finances or endings or beginnings, you could find out they lied to you, but there is healing there, aspecting. So, you can break up to make up type of deal. Now, as far as Libra, okay, your sector of romance, creative endeavors, and children, this area, even play, like self-expression, this is the area that squares that area of Capricorn as well. So you could find out someone is lying about shared finances, sex and intimacy, a lover, a child, somebody you're passionate about, share finances, watch your kids. They too underage and they're not supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. You might want to keep an eye out on them. Your lover, you might want to keep an eye out on them. Especially if they're a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I hate to put that out there. It doesn't have to be a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but it can be, because that's your area of romance, finances, and pleasure. So, that's your area of romance, romantic partners, children, and creative endeavors. So you could find out someone lied within a creative endeavor, or even a child. If you have a Libra child, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. So watch out for those areas where people could be not necessarily telling you the truth about money and things like that, or things you're passionate about, or sex and intimacy, because those areas clash with that area. So until February, you're really going to have to watch your partnerships, and you're going to be putting extra effort in to keep your commitments in these areas as well. Now I think I did your bliss. Okay. All right. I'm done with that transit. Let's move along to Monday. Monday, the sun is in Scorpio at 23 degrees. And that notes enjoyment through doing one's duties or studies. And it perfectly fits because I was born on this degree, Scorpio at 23 degrees, because Monday is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. By the way, if you have or haven't purchased Deadliest Intuition, please do so and read and review. It is the bookish thing to do, and that would be a wonderful birthday present for you to review it. I know there were plenty of people, lots of people who actually purchased the novel when it came out. So it's time to read and review, guys. I'd love to read your reviews and tag me in them as well. Now, this angle notes enjoyment through one's duties or studies, which totally fits because I love working in my solitude. I can do that all day and not be bothered. But you might find yourself doing this. This angle also notes good morals and going with the flow. So you could be just going with the flow, not letting anybody mess with your mood or your attitude, or, get you up in arms, keeping those chakras aligned. That may be your thing on Monday. Now, if you have placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Scorpio, because this is about work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others for you. Pisces, which is career and mastery, that'll bring you blessings. Taurus, which could directly aspect you with sudden opportunities to work for someone, be of service to someone, but you would have to work in your solitude. You would probably have to make a sacrifice, sacrifice some of your time. You could gain some closure working for someone. You might even be working behind the scenes in spirituality. If you have any placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Aquarius, that's aspecting that area too, because that's your area of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach, morals, spirituality. But do know you're going to have to really put in the work there, because that's an area you square. So if you're making yourself of service to someone that's at a distance from you, or using your education and skills to work for them, you're really going to have to put in the work. But it can bring you luck there. It's a lucky assistance or opportunity, because Jupiter is there in that area. So look to see if you have any placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus. Yeah. And you definitely could find yourself doing that on Monday. Now on Sunday, Scorpio squares Jupiter in Aquarius at 23 degrees. There's a clash with someone, or more energy needing to be put into your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So you're going to be required to maybe even work. Remember what I was talking about with the last transit? Long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach. You could find yourself working for someone, and it's lucky for you, but you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to really exert some energy there, putting yourself of service to someone at a distance from you, or working on your education, even working on what it is you think and preach. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna gather more of your energy. Even if someone disagrees with you, you're gonna have to, kind of make them understand where you're coming from. If you have placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Scorpio or Aquarius. Now Venus in Capricorn is going to sextile Pisces and Pallas at 9 degrees on Monday. So an opportunity to utilize your talents can bring money your way. It could bring a romantic partner your way. It could bring pleasurable times, even with a romantic partner, or pleasurable times while working on your talents your way. If you have placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Capricorn or Pisces, this is aspecting for you, and this could garner you shared finances. You could be working on something that you master or in career, and it can garner you shared finances. You could be working on something you're passionate about. You could be creating the endings and new beginnings that you want in career. And you could also have an opportunity to work on sex and intimacy as well, especially if you master it. It is what it is. That's what's here. If you have placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Capricorn and Pisces. Now moving along to Tuesday. The sun is in Scorpio at 24 degrees. If you have placements between 21 and 27 degrees of any of the signs that I name, then this is going to aspect you. This is about being generous. This is about helping someone out through even a tough times. This is about having gratitude, expressing your gratitude to someone for helping you. This is about you getting gratitude expressed to you for you helping someone. Okay, but do know that this is going to rouse jealousy from people. This is going to rouse some people talking crap about you behind the scenes, trying to put a blemish on your name or slander your name. And this is at work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. All right. Now, the people that are slandering your name, or where you might find out people are being jealous, that could be someone in your networks of people. It could be a sibling. It could be a neighbor. It could be, communication. You might even find out during short distance travel that a sibling, neighbor, or someone in your networks of people has been bashing your name. Okay, so do note that is going down, because it squares your area of Leo. It could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or rising sign person. It doesn't have to be, but it can be, because that's your area of Leo. That squares that area. In addition to that, your area of Aquarius squares that area. So it could be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or rising sign person bashing you behind the scenes. That's at a distance from you. bashing what it is you think and preach, misstating what it is you think and preach, disagreeing with your morals and your spirituality. Okay. Jupiter's there though, so I wouldn't worry about it if you have someone that's at a distance from you talking crap, because someone else will probably speak up for you because Jupiter's there. Like, what are you talking about? They're a great person. They did this for me. They did that for me. They're always helping this person. Someone will speak up for you. So you definitely have that aspecting. Now, as far as your opportunities and assistance, or where you could get this esteem placed on you or this help given to you, is in home and family. You could be helping someone in home and family, or someone in home and family could be helping you. This is your area of Virgo. Okay. You could be being of service to someone. It could be even a small pet, and somebody sees what you're doing for your pet and they're like, oh, it's such a good pet owner. And then somebody else is like, please, they're always leaving that pet there by itself. It just depends on, what's aspecting you. But Virgo is an area of opportunities and assistance. You can get opportunities to help someone with their health, or them you. You could also garner some shared finances by being of service to someone and helping someone out. Things that you're passionate about, working on things you're passionate about, having the endings and new beginnings you want, because the area of opportunities and assistance aspects Capricorn as well. So if you have Capricorn or Virgo placements between that 21 and 27 degrees, expect those opportunities to come your way, or that esteem to come from those areas, from you helping someone. Now, let's move along. Let's move along to the moon in Aries on Tuesday is at 23 degrees, and it's going to sextile Jupiter in Aquarius at 23 degrees. This is lucky opportunities or assistance to heal. This can be a goal accomplished through the use of your artistic talents even. Okay, so if you have these artistic talents, you can find yourself assisting someone. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. My computer was about to shut off and I had to plug it up. Okay, so back to it. All right. This is a goal. This could be a goal accomplished with the use of your artistic talents as well. And this is a great angle for those in the literary field as well. This is an opportunity to show up and show out, where others are, used to blocking your shine. This is where you can shine if you have placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Aquarius or Aries. Now, that for you, this is about long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach, morals, spirituality, things at a distance from you. Someone is highlighting you or aspecting you with this lucky opportunity or assistance to even showcase what you're all about, your skills, because Aries is the area of friends, goals, and social groups. This could be a goal you've been trying to accomplish to expand your reach. This is a friend or someone within a social group helping to heal what it is you think and preach, helping to heal, or you even healing a friend at a distance from you with what you think and preach. Okay. And you show up shining that way because you're helping out a friend. Either way, it could be either one of those if you have those placements. Now, on Tuesday, Vesta is going to enter Sagittarius at 0 degree. So you want to stay on task and not get distracted, or you can regret it even later. This for you is about relationships. Stay on task as it pertains to your relationships that you're supposed to be devoted to, because Vesta is about your devotion. Okay. Now, if you have placements between 0 and 3 degrees of any of the signs that I'm going to mention, this is going to aspect you off rip on Tuesday. You're going to feel it. If not, it'll eventually get to your sign, or your nodes rather, as it crosses through the nodes of Sagittarius. So let's talk about it, how it will aspect. Now, as far as your blessings coming in because of your devotion to relationships, you're going to see those in your area of Leo and Aries. So if you express your devotion to your relationships in Leo and Aries with your friends and your social groups, they will help you accomplish goals. With your siblings, with your neighbors, your networks of people, during short distance travel, if you're supposed to go pick somebody up, do it. Go pick them up. Don't lie and say you're going to pick somebody up and then turn around and it comes the day you're supposed to do it and then you don't want to do it, because that's going to, that's bold. Don't do that. Anyway, Communication. You will have good communication within your partnerships if you remain devoted. Now, as far as your areas of Aquarius and Libra, long distance travel, education, and skills, what you think and preach, your morals, your spirituality. You can have opportunities through relationships to showcase this and have assistance with this. If you tell somebody, I need you to help me with this, your relationships will show up for you if you are devoted to them. And you will find that people at a distance from you are devoted to you because of what you think and preach. Romantic partners are devoted to you. Children are devoted to you. Your children. People within creative endeavors are devoted to you and want to partner with you and devote themselves to you if you stay on task with your partnerships. Now, as far as the friction, that's going to be in home and family. If you could find people in home and family expect you to be too devoted to them and be of service to them, and you don't want to be, or you have to put in extra energy there, and that's where you'll have that clash. You could have people in career doing the same thing. So Virgo and Pisces square that area. Watch out for that devotion and things being skewed and people believing, being delusional and thinking you got to be devoted to them when you didn't even say you were going to be devoted to them. So, that's just how it's going to be. People are going to expect that. Also, you want to look at that as far as yourself as well. Make sure you're not holding people to being devoted to you when they never even promised their devotion, whether in home and family or career. Okay? Now on Wednesday, and make sure you remain devoted to the things you master, because you're really going to have to put energy in there. Now on Wednesday, the 17th, the sun is in Scorpio at 25 degrees. This is where you could find yourself working in your solitude. If you have placements between 22 and 28 degrees of Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, or Aquarius, you definitely will probably be working in your solitude if you have those placements between 22 and 28 degrees. Now, working in your solitude with the Aquarius angle, which is long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach, morals and spirituality, is really going to take some energy from you. It's going to be lucky for you, though. It's going to pan out to be lucky for you, but it's going to you're going to have to exert a lot of energy being of service to someone, working for someone, helping someone in health, driving them back and forth, or something like that. Now, Pisces trines that area. So anything that you do working in your solitude as far as career and whatever it is you master is going to benefit you with a blessing. As far as your Taurus angle, working in your solitude, secret, sacrifice, solitude, even working on spirituality, even working on closure, even working on healing and having the endings that you want to have. You could have, some shocking challenges there because Uranus is there. But you could also it could be a challenge area for you to be working in your solitude. You just find yourself really having to put in a lot of work, whether it's with your education and skills or whatever, the case may be. Now, around noon, the moon in Taurus will square Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So a restriction or responsibility impacts your resources worth in some way. You also could find yourself, stuck inside working on something, stuck inside working on education and skills, stuck inside working with your kids on their education, stuck inside working on what it is you think and preach and working in your solitude, because that's what these angles are, working in your solitude, trying to gain closure. Maybe you have to travel long distances to gain this closure or this healing, for your education and skills. It could be any of these things that are aspecting. If you have placements between that 5 and 11 degrees of Taurus and Aquarius, expect some restriction to be placed on you or responsibility to be placed on you. Later in the afternoon, the moon in Taurus will trine Venus in Capricorn at 10 degrees. So a blessing shows up to impact your worth in some way. Success can be had, but you have to make sure you're not flaunting your wealth. If you have placements in Taurus or Capricorn between 7 and 13 degrees, this is going to aspect you. And this is about secrets, sacrifice, solitude, closure. Okay, and money coming in secretly or behind the scenes, money coming in to heal you or provide you closure, money coming in through you using your spiritual gifts. This money that comes in could be shared finances. Somebody's paying you. You're creating the endings, new beginnings you want, passion behind the scenes with a romantic partner. okay, sex and intimacy, or even just working on things that you're passionate about. Some blessing is going to show up for you as it pertains to any of those things if you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees of Taurus or Capricorn. Now, Mars and Scorpio will directly aspect Uranus and Taurus at 12 degrees. So a sudden challenge can pop up, an issue out of your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So it could be about health while you're working for someone, during your daily routines, while you're helping someone out, if I didn't say that already. And it could cause you to have to work in your solitude suddenly, or be in your solitude suddenly. Hopefully you're not getting sick and you have to, be put in your solitude. But it's hampering your closure, your healing, your spirituality, and things like that. So that could be popping up for you. Make sure you take care of yourself so you don't get sick on Tuesday. Be mindful of that. If you got to go out, if you want to wear a mask, wear your mask. If you don't usually wear your mask, which I'm not forcing it on anybody, but if you don't usually wear it, Tuesday might be the day that you want to wear it. Okay, especially if you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Scorpio or Taurus. All right. Now on Wednesday, November the 17th, Jupiter, that's the same day, Jupiter in Aquarius at 23 degrees is going to semi-square Chiron in Aries. If you have placements in Aquarius between 20 and 26 degrees, or Chiron or Aries between 5 and 11 degrees, lucky opportunities or assistance is coming in to heal your area of goals, friends, and social groups. And it's being healed through someone at a distance from you, through long distance travel, through what you think and preach, through your education and skills, through your morals, through your spirituality. One of those things. It's okay to ask for help if you need it. An issue can be overcome. Okay? God bless you guys. Stay tuned for the tarot portion, okay? Bye now. Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Ira Taronic here with your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 14th, 2021. Now, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me to know that you appreciate the content that I'm putting out. Okay, so let's get into your week. It's permeated by the Emperor card. So either you're dealing with an old-fashioned person, maybe even an old-fashioned male who is used to things being a certain way, and you have to adhere to that. You could be a moon or rising sign, Aries or Taurus person. Or, you could just be dealing with some type of authority. Okay, maybe this is a person that's good at building lasting structures too. So it might be someone who's an authority at your at an institution or something like that, a job or something like that. But either way, your world is changing, Gemini. There's things changing right now, and you're being asked by Spirit to persevere through it. Persevere through it and honor your death and rebirth. You're coming in because you have the Strength card and you have the Death card. So you could be dealing with a Leo or a Scorpio, someone, a rising sign person, or you're just being asked to have strength as it pertains to your new rebirth, because that's what you're doing. You are indeed going through some type of rebirth, okay, an ending and a new beginning. And it's not harsh, don't make it more harsh than it is. You just honor that rebirth, that rebirth energy. Now you got the Tower card. But you got the Tower card upside down. Okay. With the Tower card upside down, that can point to an avoidable disaster. Okay. That's of your own making. You're fearing change. You're being resistant. You might be dealing with dishonesty or being dishonest, or delving into willful oblivion, and be in danger of losing everything. You need to do what you can while there's still time. Okay. This has to do with you persevering through something. And you have the 9 of Wands, but it looks like you're choosing to not persevere through it. Instead you're delving into defensiveness, paranoia. You might even be at full capacity and not able to take on anything else. It seems like your nerves are kind of frayed. Maybe you should put important decisions to the side right now, especially with your nerves being frayed the way they are, if that's the case, because you're not wanting to move on. You're carrying some type of baggage. You're enforcing some type of delay as to your moving forward and your rebirth. And you're being stagnant because you're choosing to be stagnant, okay? I know you want a break, but now's the time for a break. It's not the time for a break. You got to keep going. You got to push forward, and you got to really move yourself into this rebirth instead of staying stagnant and trying to. You got to move on. There's some inability to move on, and it's telling you to move on because you're halting your own progress by not moving on. There's some type of partnership aspecting you. A passionate partnership, maybe somebody who it moves in and out, you know, maybe it's a Leo, sun, moon, or rising sign person, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, sun, moon, or rising sign person offering you some type of partnership, and you're waiting to make a decision on that partnership, or there is some type of peaceful transition or peace being restored. You know, the turmoil is calmed down a little bit as it pertains to your stability with this Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person, or within this partnership. Okay, there's some type of choice that needs to be made, and right now you have the time to think about what choice you want to make. Now, your challenges and advice are permeated by the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands talks about planning, okay, progress, being able to, you know, make plans for the future and decide things for the future. Your challenge is you having the strength to persevere, having the strength to use all the tools that you need at your disposal to create what you want to create, so that you can move forward passionately. Okay, you're gonna might have a problem this week too with communicating too hastily. So you want to be mindful of waiting until more is revealed to you. And while you're waiting, delve into your creativity. If you're joining new creative relationships or you're planning for the future, then you need to take a grounded approach to whatever it is you're planning for. You also might want to take some time to delve into your creativity and maybe listen to some music. Listening to music can always raise your vibration, and maybe that will open up your mind as far as your creativity. Okay, because you need to be planning, you know, to move forward, instead, as opposed to paying attention to what cups have spilled over, because you got the Five of Cups upside down. So instead of not moving, you know, accept things and move on. It's about forgiveness and healing. It's about emotional wounds being healed. It's about a broken dream or some heartbreak being left behind. Okay, you need to leave that behind and step into your justice. Balance the scales by stepping into your justice, by honoring your rebirth, by starting anew. Okay, and that's how you move forward. That's how you honor yourself. That's how you honor justice. That's how you balance the scales, by moving forward and healing. Okay, and letting things go and not staying in a place of resentment. Okay, I hope this helped. God bless you, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.